Welcome, everybody, to War Commander Unshackled, YouTube's #1 channel on War Commander itself.
And Pokemon Go.
No Pokemon Go. What? I'd like to introduce our panel for today. You have Deezer.
Good evening.
Fear the Peel.
Hello.
Rambo.
Yo, Adrian.
We have the real Slim Shady and Lady Warrior and myself. So with that being said, let's start off with talking about the event itself first. Let's get everybody's take on it. Deezer, you're up.
I really thought that it wasn't the best one they've done. After the last one they had, which was awesome, this one kind of sucked, pardon my language. But I still was on a mission. I just went technical crazy and got a bunch of technicals and called it good. That was what I did.
All right. Well, Fear the Peel. Let's get your take on this.
Yeah, I played for like 1.5 days. Did my full run of each faction. I was pretty happy.
Oh, okay.
I found them, most of them, pretty easy. Apart from the last wave, I think was the only really hard wave in there.
That's
everything
good.
Everything else found pretty easy.
Well, everything's easy to you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mr. Purifier. Everything is a purifier. All right, Rambo.
Purifies.
I'll tell you, personally, for me, I thought it was okay. I like the fact that we got to do each of the factions by using the 3 different ones. You know, you had that option. But you know what? There's a lot of people out there that don't have a lot of the faction parts. You know, they don't have the troops to do it. The ground, the anti-air, the things that they need to accomplish. And I think that the XP points that we got for the low waves to get up to the reset, I don't think you really got that many points compared to the last event. So, you know, at the end, if you did everything to the end, yeah, you might have got the same XP that you got last event. But this event, it just seemed that the scale was scaled back more on the high end instead of the low end. So if you had a low account, you probably didn't get that many XP points and didn't get too many good things. So, I don't know, I'd rate it probably about a 7.
Well, that's fair. Honestly, it's a fair number. For that being said. All right. Slim, are you there?
No, he said let him go last. I just put that in the side chat. You probably didn't see it.
Gotcha.
So I'll go.
Yep, it's your turn.
It's my turn. Oh, actually, I enjoyed it for the most part. It wasn't. I didn't think it was that horrible. The boss bases were insanity, though. I couldn't even go there. But I played, I don't know, maybe a day and a half total over the time that I played, and my XP was okay. I went after Polly. That's what I wanted, and I'm getting some tech, and I'm satisfied with it. Cool. I don't think it was as good as last one, though. Last event, I had a little bit more fun, I think, than this event. But I had a lot less repairs this event for some reason.
Well, that's the consensus, what everybody that I read about on the forum saying that this event is not as good as the last one. So, how would you rate it?
A 7.
That's not too bad.
Give it a 7. Yeah, like I said, I wasn't totally unhappy with it, but the boss bases were pretty crazy. I did like being able to use all 3 factions, although, man, we need some better air for the survivor faction.
Yes.
We need some better air for that, and actually even some better air for Corpus, I think.
Well, we do have that blackout for the Corpus.
Yeah, we do have blackout. That's true, but I don't always like to, try to bring that in and kill it. But overall, not too bad. Not too bad. Lag and everything was disgustingly bad the first 2 days. To the point where I couldn't even hardly play the first day at all.
All right.
But otherwise, like I said, it's not their best event, but it's not their worst event.
I never play the first day, ever play the first day. I wait until it gets to like 4 days down and then kick in that bonus token thing. I don't ever play the first day at all.
See, I always like to play the first day just to kind of get a feel for what's going to happen because I don't play on weekends. Typically, you will not see me around on Saturdays and Sundays. I'm busy. I have things going on. So I try to play Thursday and Friday, and then I play Monday and Tuesday and then Wednesday morning, work permitting. And I buy the bonus boost twice because of that. But and that's the only gold I spent was on that, other than some free kicks gold that they gave me.
Yeah.
It was worse this event than any event that I've played in a long time. And yes, William, I do have a life away from War Commander. If it wasn't for the show and y'all out there, I probably wouldn't even still be playing. I'll be honest. You guys keep me in this game.
Now on to me for my review. First things first.
Who are you again? Oh,
first things first. I'm going to spend the last bit of my XP live on the show.
All of it.
And there it goes. I'm buying a Spartan ZK. I don't need any more.
what?
But anyway, there we go. Now I'm at 0.
I've never
I
seen
didn't even see it. It's just so laggy. What the hell?
Yeah, the lag.
I'm still seeing
You know
fear
what,
for
David?
some reason.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know what, David? You fucked that up because
There it is.
you got me
There it is.
presenting.
Yeah, well, oh well.
Oh, there it comes in.
That's everybody. Screw it. Anyway, I'm at 0 now. So there you go.
Yeah,
Live on-
it only came up because I was showing him.
Yeah. Well, anyway, with that being said, yes, this event I do believe wasn't geared towards the lower levels.
No, definitely not.
Just for the simple fact you had to have certain units in order to progress, and a lot of these lower levels probably didn't have enough phalanx, didn't have enough purifiers, hammers, whatever, or the Thor to build them, let alone.
Right.
So they had to stop probably at like the 55 base, and then the first, maybe the first or second of the faction track. And with only 4 restarts, they probably didn't get enough XP to get anything really. So, I mean, I did my run through. I still had all my restarts, to be quite honest. I got bored with it. It was a grind to me. I got all 3 heroes. I got my trophy, and that was about it. And I stopped. So, I mean, for the higher levels, honestly, yes, we can do it. And for the higher levels, we probably would give it an 8. But for the lower levels, I'm pretty sure you guys would give it a 4, maybe a 5, just because of the difficulty that you had to have and the units you had to have to do it. So,
Yeah, that's how I saw it.
All right, Slim, you on now?
I don't think so.
Yes.
Oh, there it is.
We can barely hear you.
Okay. Thank you, everyone, for waiting for me. So my event, I was ready to start it. I was really excited. I had all my upgrades going. Then I got sick.
Oh,
and
no.
I didn't feel like playing the game. And I did what I could, and I didn't get very far. I do have some opinions on the event, though. Okay, in my opinion, being a mid-tier player, I think the only one on the panel, I thought the third faction wave was too hard. It was too hard for the units that I had, at least, and the levels that they were. I think if they had made that base a cave.
Which faction though was it hard for you?
There were some factions where it was easier than others, but I believe that they were all across all 3 factions. It was too hard. They should have made it not a cave. If it was not a cave, that base design would have been fine.
I will admit I had a lot of difficulty with that one on the Survivor one.
Yes, the Survivor one was almost impossible if you didn't have
They shouldn't
the
have been
right stuff at the right levels, and
I
the lack of speed in the in the Sentinel faction made it kind of hard. And then the easiest one was Corpus to do it, in my opinion, just based on the stuff I had.
I agree completely with that.
If they had done one tweak and just making that not a cave, I would have given the event a way higher. But in my opinion, I'd give it like a 6.
Yeah.
Because of that, if they had done that one thing, I would have put it up to like a 9 or 10 because I love this event format. It's been very successful, in my opinion, in helping out a lot of players get better things than the event compared to other formats of the event. I like that it's relatively short, but it's not too short. And the defense waves, they've kept them relatively the same, and they're perfect. The first one's relatively easy. The middle two are relatively easy, but there's more stuff. And then the last one is hard enough where, maybe 40s and below have trouble with it, but anyone else shouldn't have a problem with it at all. So I like the setup. I just wish that one base was a little easier.
You're talking about the third level in the faction?
Yes, the 80, 85, and 90, I believe.
Yeah, that's correct.
That base specifically should have been not a cave.
I agree.
Or it should have not had the nightmares and the railgun in it if they wanted to make it a cave.
Well, I mean, that's the whole problem was this cave to me. And
there was too many damn caves in this event. Way too many.
Yep.
Way too many.
I mean, the lower level caves were all right. It was just the 105 was kind of meh.
I found the 105 not too bad, but
I don't know. All the other caves were fine, and the air base was fine. It was relatively doable. It was just that one base.
I didn't like the faction cave bases. They were a bit of a bitch.
Yeah.
I think for they were okay for Sentinels and Corpus somewhat, but my God, were they a fucking sorry, but they were an absolute bitch for survivors. Because I wanted to save my Warrig for the last one, the 120 or 110, I think it was, for the survivors. And so I didn't use it in the other one, so I was just using my level 19 hammers and my level 20 liberators. And boy, was that a fucking nasty shit fest.
85's the one that took the bee out of me. I mean, every time I try to turn around there, boom, there was something else.
Mm-hmm.
Was that the third faction tier?
Yeah.
Yeah, that one in Survivors was an absolute bitch. I went through so much crap on that. It was
me too.
There you go. That's exactly what happened to me. I mean, every time you turn around, there's something else.
Yeah, for the Survivors, I struggled. The Sentinels weren't too bad because you could use your jug, and you can use purifiers and shit. So that was, they were awesome. You had Corpus. For Corpus, you had your Phalanx. Piss easy. Just kind of threw them all in and let them kind of do their shit. But yeah, fuck. Survivors were rough. The hammers just, were doing jack all damage to the thing. So I think you kind of had to have, your Warrig in there and everything else. And maybe shotgun if you wanted to really, really, really minimize your damage. Otherwise, it was a shit fest. Yeah, hammers got no damage to take out the war horses, and then they just kind of got fucked up, and I was like, God damn! I went through so much shit.
Yeah, their war horses were very OP.
Yeah, I went through so much shit doing the Sentinels Survivor one. Sorry, on that one, really fucking hurt me hard.
So out there in YouTube land, what did you guys think of the event? I've seen, a lot of different, conversations on what could be used where, but what did you guys think? Anybody? Look, they're all quiet out there now. What the hell?
Survival mission.
Let's take a peek at you old YouTube land. As soon as
Okay, Dale said it sucks. Spencer gave it a 6.
Yeah.
So Spencer's right on track with just about what everybody else was saying too.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of the mids are probably going to rate this as like a 5.
You had to be a 42 plus.
Let's see. Erwin gave it 8 for main and 6 for faction. Yeah, Erwin, I don't know that I'd necessarily disagree with that either. That's probably that's pretty close to being about what I said as well. I think I said 7, but
I just think they needed to, more curtail the factions to each of the factions instead of trying to do it across the board. I just thought that was a little lazy and not customizing it, knowing that certain troops are not available in each faction.
Lady side chat, real quick.
Yeah, Fury Sergel was talking about. He said all the bases before 65 could be done with one plat of 6 phalanx. After that, you would need to use for the 70 Jug and Ardra. On the 70 specifically, I used 1 Purifier, 3 Vindicators, and Sunder. Mm-hmm. I moved the Purifier behind. I gave it a fair gap and put it behind my Vindicators, a fair bit behind them. Put them on defend. You could put your Vindicators on defend and let the base do itself.
Yeah, that's all you needed.
It can be done a similar way with just a Purifier or Ardra and Phalanx or Technicals or anything that can do damage fast.
Exactly. It all works. But if you're going to use Vindicators, make sure you got the 200% damage to vehicles. And apart from that, you're fucking good. You can. I did it with just that because, and that was minimal. I didn't even use a full turn. It was just,
Yeah, you could even throw a caretaker in there.
Yeah, you can throw a caretaker in there as well.
I did almost my whole event with Jug and Caretaker and some air. That's all I used for the main faction for almost every base. That's all I used. Most bases I took a few minutes repair. The 70, that's what I did on the 70. I just dropped my Jug and 2 Caretakers in there, and I did put my Omega Titan in there so the drones would kind of help pull them in a little bit. No repair on that base until the last one I did, and I didn't see the rocket guys, and I didn't get my Titan out fast enough. Damn it. Yeah. So that was like 4 hours of repair. It's like, because I kept watching for them because I had learned my lesson on that base.
Which base?
But
the 105, the 100.
I don't remember what I did on the 100. I only did it once.
Which the last base? Because the 105 is a cave wave.
Yeah, like I said, I used Jug and Ardra or Jug and Caretakers for most of it, and I love my Caretakers. I love them, and mine are only 10, and they're not teched yet, and they won't be teched for a few more days.
Yeah, I'm the same way with Technicals. I use pretty much Technicals for every single one of those bases. Because, you have 1 or 2 of those, and it's the same strategy, just more Technicals you have, the faster you can do it.
Mm-hmm.
You just sit there and pick 1 unit out and pull it out and run circles around it, and then go hit a turret, and then run and get another unit, and you just slowly pick apart a base corner to corner.
But yeah, I guess it wasn't too bad. Overall.
David screen sharing me.
Right.
I have to give up all my secrets.
I'm not screen sharing you. I think Lady is.
Lady hasn't touched anything. Okay, Lady, you know what? Now I'm screen sharing myself.
Making me lose all my fucking secrets.
So, okay. So, David, what are we up to next? I'm update notes.
Yeah. What do I have screen sharing on my own? But
I'm sharing the secrets of the universe.
You're not sharing the secret to any universe because you're in a Pokemon universe, and we don't allow that here.
I'm screen sharing the Darkstorm boss base briefing.
The 100. I see some people talking about the 100. The 100 I found to be one of the easiest bases. I did it. I just put Ardra in the base on pretty much on defend. I had a couple anti-air technicals to take out the cyclones, and the rest of the base was done with Jug and a Caretaker, and they took minimal damage. I might have taken a bit of damage to Caretaker from random shit, just random stuff, deciding they're going to target the Jug. And maybe Ardra wouldn't even go down past 50% health. I think it took me 2 attacks to get it all the way down, but it was real easy.
Alrighty.
Okay. How did that happen? Wait a minute. Okay. All right. So what are we doing?
I'm not sure yet. Let's get the notes up. So let's see.
I've got everything up. So let's do. Am I screen sharing?
Everything's up.
You're not yet. I am though, but
All right.
it still shows you on the YouTube channel. So I'm gonna refresh real quick.
Okay.
See what happens. Nope, still showing you. Let's see if I can get it to show me.
Did you get it to show you?
Nope, it's still showing you.
All right.
You need to click on David, Lady Warrior.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
I gotta wait for it to show up on there. There it is. Go. So what do we want first?
There we go.
Oh, I don't care. Let's just pick one.
All right,
Just pick one.
let's do the Dark Storm boss base briefing.
Dun, dun, dun.
Okay, you got the Dark Storm has fallen into the wrong hands. We must strike now or the sector is at risk of failing. Will you answer the call? Your Dark Storm bases are a single attempt and spawn at 12 a.m. Pacific Standard Time on the following days. Sunday, March 4th, Sunday, March 11th, and Sunday, March 18th. Of course, as it said, single attempt, so it's one attack, so bring everything. In order to achieve victory against the Dark Storm boss, you must kill the Dark Storm in the base. All right, you got a successful battle, grants elite Dark Storm parts and 25k medals. You will need 40 of these parts to upgrade your Dark Storm to elite, which will increase the power of the unit. Please note the Dark Storm base does not grant out any shadow op points or components of any kind. Of course, they're giving you little tips and tricks here. They're pointing out the little radar towers. The Dark Storm spawns in the middle of the map and is set on normal stance, meaning it won't pursue or attack until you get close or engage at a distance. The three radar towers located on the north, east, and southeast and southwest sides of the map power the Dark Storm's aura. The aura distinctly
Drastically.
Okay. Anyway, I'm not I'm still asleep here. The aura drastically reduces your unit's range, forcing them to get up close to the Dark Storm. You don't want to go all in while the aura is active. Destroy one of the radar towers to deactivate the Dark Storm's aura, weakening it for 30 seconds. Make sure you destroy one tower at a time. Destroying multiple towers in a short period does not stack the 30 seconds. Make sure to not accidentally destroy the radar towers. You want to make sure you give yourself as much time as possible to attack the Dark Storm while the aura is down. Remember, you only have 3 chances to disable the Dark Storm aura, or you will have to launch a brute force attack through it, which will be very dangerous. I'm wondering if this thing's acceptable to shock.
No, it's not.
I guarantee not. No scramble, no shock, no cryo, none of that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, so your Dark Storm excels at dealing large amounts of damage against single targets, which is powerful railgun target. We recommend using weak infantry as a shield, breachers, to allow you to more opportunity to deal damage from afar. Be careful though. Once the aura reappears, your range unit will no longer be able to reach the boss and will begin pathing towards their destruction.
So, if you scroll back up, does that not look like the same 65K base that we just had in the event?
Nope.
No?
Well, the base itself, yes, but the layout inside of it, no.
In the corners where the radar jammers was, there was spawner buildings and heavy tanks, and then there was like a line of boxes where the Darkstorm is, a line of units and railguns and stuff.
Yeah. So down over here, you had a bunch of stuff,
and there wasn't a railgun down there.
This is a cave base.
Right.
Base,
Yeah, so it's a cave base, so we're definitely not going to be able to use air.
Nope.
And this might give us a hint about, you know, how powerful this Darkstorm thing is. This aura is going to be, because those are all level 1 turrets around it, which means they have 350 range.
I'm going to guess if you look around here, you see the little circle.
Yep.
So this probably is your standard. All right. This next circle right here would probably be the elite. And then the big circle is when it hits Omega.
No, I don't think. I think the big circle is the whole time. And yeah, I'm just saying that because those are such low range turrets, that's how much that aura is going to affect you. It's going to be like a 50% range reduction or something big like that.
Yep.
Well, Erwin just said it in the YouTube chat, and I was thinking to myself, I'm going to try Valks in it to see if maybe perhaps, because you can't use regular air, they might be a good unit to be able to sneak through there, maybe take out the aura thingy.
Don't tell Kickside that before the base is even out.
Okay, since the idea is already out there, one thing to be wary of is this is a Corpus base, so there's a good chance that there are Spartans in the bunkers, and they will.
Watch Kickside put a black turret right behind the fucking thing now.
Yeah.
Watch there be Dracones in the bunkers and towers.
Oh God, don't say that, David. Please don't say that.
If there's Dracons, it'd be easier to get the to bait the splash than Spartans.
Yep. Well, we shall see what we shall see when it comes to it.
Yep, I guess we'll be looking at that on Sunday for those of you that are on. I might try to pop on Sunday just to see one.
So let's see, what do we got next?
I'm gonna go fuck it and go balls to the wall and just try to fucking brute force it.
Probably would. Let me know how that works.
Can you please record that? Please.
Yeah, record that and let us see that.
Yeah.
Post it on the page.
So
it'll either work or it'll fail miserably.
I want to see that. I really do.
Well, let's get on to the update notes. The following changes of fix have been applied on Wednesday, February 28th. You got your Shadow Ops Hidden in the Darkness Phase 2. Continue your mission to assemble the Darkstorm. We're making some changes on how the Shadow Op functions moving forward. All right. The boss bases that we used to get on Sundays are no longer going to award your Shadow Op points or tech, but we'll be giving out an additional elite parts. We're also introducing a new Shadow Op base, 95, which will grant 8,000 Shadow Op points. So as we did the phase 2 of Shadow Ops, you're going to get an additional, what was it, the 25,000 medals and parts. That's it, guys. Unfortunately, people were, I guess, taking way too much advantage of it. Like 5, 6, 7, 10 repeats, getting all your tech.
I wasn't one of those, so
yeah.
Thanks
trust
to
me.
you, the people that ruined it. Oh,
you weren't getting all your tech in 5, 6 repeats. 100 repeats? Yeah, sure.
Anyway, over the course, you get all your tech that you need for all the units, most of them.
Never did.
Depending on how many times you did it. So,
don't think I ever got enough fucking tech for the units I wanted to get tech.
The answer is you can never have enough tech. That's the answer.
Well,
so
here you go. The Darkstorm boss base. Who or what is controlling the Darkstorm? Face off against the powerful Darkstorm in a true test of skill and strength. Disable the darkness aura and race against the clock in this existing challenge for Dracon parts and 25k medals. Well, you got your raid updates as well. Win Diamond Tech for the following units: Liberator, Furies, and Dracon. The following Diamond Tech will be removed from raids: Disruptors, like anybody who uses those, Spartan ZKs, and Valiants. And of course, we have our general fixes and improvements. A platoon stuck in attack were set free. Anytime you reboot the server, that fixes it. A series of improvements were made on how base data was saved to our database, which improved performance while entering and exiting your base.
I haven't seen any of that.
So,
No.
has anybody seen a big increase on that?
No.
I haven't seen any problems with double loading since about that time.
Well, that's
Where it'll double load. I don't know if that's what that means.
I don't know.
it does a little, quick save before you exit your base and go back into your base and all that good other stuff.
I don't know. Double loading was getting annoying for a while there.
Probably the only thing that got corrected.
What else we got now? Oh, the March event schedule.
Ooh, I haven't read this.
You've got on March 1st tomorrow, this Siege Squadron bonus base. March 2nd, Shadow Ops Hidden in the Darkest Phase 2 begins. Survivor token base. Breacher bonus token base. Hey, we're getting token bases. Yes. Woohoo! Woohoo! Yay! March 4th.
Yeah, you're getting the normal 150 base, but you can only use them with the breaches.
So I wonder on that Siege Squadron bonus base, I wonder if you hit one, do you get the Siege?
No, it's gonna be the metal bases that give you 6k medals.
Oh, those. Oh, okay, never
Yeah.
mind then. I don't have that, so that don't matter.
March 4th, you got the Darkstorm boss base. March 5th, Dracon unit and component. Fury base. Hades base. Phalanx base. Apollo.
Thank you, David, for making sure you said Hades and not Hade like you were just.
Shut up, Neil.
I picked up on it.
You have the Corpus token base. You got the Dracon bonus token base. Standard war rig for these. Now the Fury base, Hades base, Phalanx base, Apollo base are 72-hour spawn. Your war rig and elite war rig bases are for 48 hours.
Oh.
I love that. I hope we start seeing that every month where we have like today that was the Omega bases and these are all the Faction 1 units. I hope we start seeing where once a month they'll drop all the stuff that we need to do just, as a refresher for people who weren't able to get it the last time.
Right. Now March 7th we have the server downtime and release date. PvP 6 season ends and 7 begins. You'll have a gear store update. And we have a projected date of the CC level 13 release is on the 7th.
Yay!
You'll have a Sentinel token base, a Caretaker bonus token base. Omega War Rig base will spawn for 48 hours. Now, you'll also have a Thorium base update for level 10 through 80.
Lovely.
Finally.
Yay.
And of course, the very next day, guess what begins? Warpath.
Oh, Warpath. How long does that last?
Like 3 days or something like that.
Oh, I'll get to play that maybe then.
Maybe.
I've missed the last two, so I'm hoping I can actually play this one. That's right before I leave, so maybe I can.
Oh, the baseline unit bases.
Now you have baseline bases, which will spawn for 2 weeks. Liberator Tech, Spartan A, Spartan ZK Tech, Acolyte bases, Acolyte Tech bases.
Nice.
For those who don't know, those are the low-level bases that Kick-Size promised to come out with that will allow low levels to get the units, some of the intro units that we have.
Which will be good for the lower levels if they can get them. I'm wondering if they're going to be one attack. I hope not.
I hope not, so we can maybe help some of our lowers get some stuff.
And of course,
If they allow us to hit it.
March 9th, we've got the Hidden in the Darkness Phase 2 continues. Survivor token base and Breacher bonus token base. March 11th, you've got the boss bases for the Dark Storm. March 12th, we've got Dracon unit again and components for that. For 72 hours again, you got the Gen 1 Fury, Hades, Phalanx, and Apollo. Corpus token base. Dracon bonus token base, standard and elite war rig will spawn for 48 hours. March 14th. Now, time and release date. You'll have Sentinel token, Caretaker, bonus token, Omega war rig base for 48 hours. Now, March 15th, Invasion.
I don't care. I'll be home.
What the hell? Let's give it to us. Come on. Bring back Onslaught. We want some of that with a trophy.
Give it to me, baby. Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
All right, March 16th. Good God. Do I have to read all this? Yes. And everybody's probably bitching and moaning in the YouTube. Let somebody else read. Shadow App, Hidden in the Darkest Phase 2.
Give it to me, baby.
Survivor token base, Breacher bonus token base. March 18th, Darkstorm bases again. March 19th, of course, your Dracon units, your Gen 1 for 72 hours, token bases. March 21st, yada, yada, yada. Same stuff. Rinse and
Same
repeat.
stuff, different days.
Every day. All right, March 28th, guess what?
21st.
March 22nd. Well, I'm skipping March 21st. Got the same thing, server downtime and release. March 22nd, monthly event begins.
Okay, good.
Now, March 28th, you have your server downtime and release. You'll get a raid update. Now, here's the fun. Omega Juggernaut bases will spawn beginning after downtime. Omega Herald, Omega Titan, Omega Herald. Omega Hydra, Omega Phantom bases will spawn. And, of course, March 30th, Sentinel token bases. And phase 3 of Shadow Ops begins. So with that,
Alrighty.
When those Omega bases come out, that's when the whole server's going to crash.
Yeah, they're out today, and
They're out
actually,
right now.
It's not been too bad. Yeah, there's Omega Hydra, Phantoms, Juggernauts.
I actually really love this because it's a good catch.
Omega Herald bases are out right now. So, yeah, I did a Omega Titan. If somebody by chance has a lower that needs a Titan, Omega Titan bases are out.
Dude,
Those are real easy too.
I've been waiting for O-Titan bases for literally 4 months.
yes, you and me both. No.
Yeah,
It's so
they're
great.
ready.
Although the sacrifice I'm making by doing the show, I can't hit him right now.
You don't have Omega Titan, David?
No, Omega Phantom. I need some tech.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
I don't
I have all the tech too.
I don't have all the tech, and it's Omega, but that's besides the point.
It's useless without the tech.
Yeah, it's, I missed
Okay.
two of the main things, but it's all good. I hardly use it though, but Cyclonus. Yeah, thank you. Let somebody else read. I'm done reading.
Did you do the raid?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did.
Okay. All right.
They-
Well, I'm closing tabs as you do these things, so that way, if anything's open, I can do it, and if not, then
I could have sworn I did the raid.
no, you did not. You briefly
did
touched over it in one of those other things.
Oh, so I missed the raid. Okay, go ahead and do it
No,
then.
you did
All right, hold
say the
on.
raids. You did say the raids.
Yeah, I did, but there wasn't much. It was like
Yeah.
three lines.
Yeah,
It's just
that's
these
okay.
units
All
are
right,
going
I'll-
out. These units are going in.
Yep, that's pretty much the
Yes, yes, I did miss the raid. So I'm
All
sorry.
right, I got it. Give it a second. It should pop up because I just hit screen share. Let me know if you can see it.
I'll let you know in a second. And there you go.
Okay, so we have raid update briefing. Commanders, coordinate attacks on raid bases with your alliance to win brand new Diamond Tech components. Intel Silver and Gold bases have been updated. Please note that Diamond Tech for the Disruptor, Spartan ZK, and Valiant will no longer be available from raid bases after this update goes live. The new Diamond Tech components and war effort buffs can be checked out below. And for, let's see, we have Liberator Diamond Tech component. For the Liberator Diamond Tech raid prize, increases damage dealt by 1, 3, 6, and 10%, and decreases damage taken by 1, 3, 6, and 10%. That seems odd numbers, but okay. And we have the Fury Diamond Tech component. For the Fury, increases damage dealt by 1, 3, 6, and 10%, and decreases damage taken by 1, 3, 6, and 10%. Next, we have the Dracon Diamond Tech component. Increases damage dealt by 1, 3, 6, and 10%, and decreases damage taken by 1, 3, 6, and 10%. Good luck, Commanders. So that's that. There's not really anything. They didn't give us really any good information. I don't think. I mean, what do they mean by 1, 3, 6, and 10? That is that odd to just me?
No, that's what it's always been.
No, that's right.
See, I'm a solo player, so I don't do these raid bases. I cannot do them on my own. So I've never even done one. So I don't know any, I have no knowledge of these at all. I'm just reading so everybody doesn't go to sleep.
Bite
I'm
me.
kidding. You wish I would bite you. Anyway.
Yeah, you drop one, but that's besides the
Okay. All right. I'm going to stop sharing.
So, everybody's thoughts on YouTube for this?
Yeah.
I don't know. The raids aren't really that hard. If you get it, 1 or 2 people with you, you can usually do them.
Some people
And
don't by themselves.
and Debo just brought up a good thing. The only new one in the raid base is the Dracon, because Liberators and the Furies have all had their Diamond Tech out there before, I believe.
Debo, you need to get in here, Debo. Yes, you need to get in here.
I know, Armor. That's why I took over.
Armor, shut up.
I got a question.
What's that, dear?
During the event, did the spotlights lag anybody besides me? Those things caused me big time. Anytime I got any kind of ground troops near those spotlights, it went ballistic on me. I got lag like nobody's business.
That would be why they reduced the number of spotlights.
Yeah, on some of the bases. Yeah, because it was causing huge lag.
I know in the 120 when they started to spawn on their own, I'm like going, holy crap, there's a lot of them. And then the lag started to hit. So...
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the same thing. How when you spawn a Titan, sometimes you get a little lag because it's spawning all the drones with it. Probably the number of units that spawn when you activate a flashlight or whatever spotlight.
Yep, flashlight, spotlight, whatever.
Yeah, that's probably what was causing it all.
Now the question is Kixeye energy efficient? Were they halogens? Were they incandescent?
I would hope that they were the most energy inefficient stuff out there.
So I don't know if everybody can see it, and I don't know, David, if you brought this up, I do apologize, but this is supposedly the 95 Shadow Op base.
I missed that.
Yes, he missed that.
Yeah, that must have just came out. Where was that at?
I've had that tab open all day. Where have you been? Never mind. Just shush. But anyway, I don't know how well everybody can see it. I can make my screen a little bit bigger.
Make sure everybody can see. Make sure everybody can see it.
See how's that? There we go. That's like 200%. That's as far as I can really go, and I can still see it.
Billy Goats on the
But
side.
it doesn't look horrible. I mean, I see a railgun in the front.
Guarantee you there's Achilles GS in those rocket silos.
Yeah, isn't there always?
Yes.
Lately. So, I mean, honestly, I would think I would probably come over to the far. I would start on the far right myself with Jug and Caretaker, and try to take that corner out, and then maybe come all the way over to the far left, and then try to take out the Hunter on this side, and then see if I could sneak my air in, like maybe Well, with the towers, you couldn't do Dina, but maybe just throw my Nyx in there real fast and take that hunter out or that railgun out, and you might be able to jug and Ardra the rest of the base. Jug Ardra and caretakers.
Well, once you take out the front, you take out the missile bastion that's sitting there. So
Yeah, and then you can missile it to death, I guess. I try to get away from missiling anything to death anymore.
Sacrifice a Fury, Night Owl, something, you know.
Yeah.
So.
It's gonna take a couple of Night Owls.
But if you take Nyx, for example, and take that rail out that's right there on the left side there, then you should be able to hit right here on just to the right of where the railgun is with your jug. Your bastion's going to die.
Yeah.
I think you'd be safer trying to get your jug to hit that railgun, because
maybe
I don't think Nyx will do it.
It depends on when you pop your jug down here on this far left. It depends on really about where you try to land your jug shot at and how much it takes out.
I'm just glad there's nothing.
Everything out up into the rail, then you can sneak your Nyx in there real easy.
What I like that there's nothing on there that's going to respawn anything.
Right.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Well, true that we know of. We won't know this.
See anything there.
You start hitting the base and spawners come out of the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's the rail back in here in the center. But again, if all this front part's done, and like I said, if the bastion's gone, then you can PK the crap out of this perhaps, or Mav it maybe. I don't, because there are the rocket guys in here, so PKs may not land.
Yep. Yeah. No.
The rocket guys don't target missiles. We've been very lucky in the last couple events that we've had these thorium guys that don't target missiles.
Well,
that's true.
This is the last event that you will see them.
Yes, everything else targets missiles, so now we're fucked.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna have the thorium-based units for the month of March. That's just the way Kixeye works. Whatever's in the last event will stay until the next update. So when the next update hits is when these guys are supposed to go away.
Yeah. And Cyclonus, I don't know if poly would work in here or not.
Only way to do is try it. I wouldn't. You could risk your regular poly, but if you still have, let's say, the single use, try that.
Yeah, might want to try a single use one in there just to see. Maybe I should just dump a whole bunch of zombies in here. Fear, you have a bunch of zombies. Why don't you just do that? No. Well, I tried.
The radio towers are in here, so poly stealth wouldn't work.
Yeah. The only other thing I could think of with poly, though, if you use your regular one and not the single use, is the repair time. I don't know what the repair time is on it, but I'm going to estimate if it's like the other hero units.
Probably an hour.
It's probably about an hour and 15 minutes. So,
yeah, because I think isn't Ardra an hour from dead? Roughly an hour
and
5.
Something like that.
Yeah. So
now that I'm looking at this video, don't bring your poly in. That rail will fuck you up.
Go to the right.
Anyway,
I would definitely suggest starting on the far right, though.
Yeah.
I think I would have my bone saws kind of sitting back over this way so that when the
I mean, bone saws are good against pretty much everything.
Yeah, when this cyclone starts, I was trying to think of the name. Sorry, when this cyclone starts moving, throw the bone saws up, smack it, because I found my bone saws take those out fast. Now, and I don't know what level mine are. I know they're like 13 or 14.
Oh, mine are like 6 or 7, and they work pretty. I think it's the thorium infused zombies are like modified highway zealots ones, and the bone saws have that highway zealot. They're good against that highway zealot armor.
If you also put the fire tech on anything, it kills the thorium infused or iridium.
Yeah, and I have fire tech on all mine, so
that would help.
Yeah.
To answer your question, William, the only thing we could speculate on those drones and some of the bases is maybe a next unit coming out. Now, if you looked at them closely, they were silver. They were the drones from the.
They're Black Widow spies.
Black Widow, or
the next event's going to be a Black Widow faction.
Maybe
we all know.
And remember, they popped in and out. They went from being there to not being there to being there again.
We're gonna get a stealth Widowmaker, and the Widowmaker Prime is gonna get Omega levels.
Oh God.
Heard it here first.
Oh,
Yep, we're gonna get a new Widowmaker or window.
lovely.
So
So
that's only speculation.
I really hope that's true, though.
yeah, because we never know what Kix is going to give us until we
Finally have a reason to put virals on rails.
Yep. Think about it.
I'll leave it at that.
Yeah. So eventually, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, what else we got?
Okay, now I think we are caught up as far as on the
Well, if you
all of the
scroll,
notes and different things.
you can read what tech it's giving out too. So
Oh yeah, hold on just a second. Is that? Oh wait a minute. No, I can't. Not yet. Hold on.
You done goofed.
I closed the wrong link, unfortunately.
All right.
Hold on.
okay.
Oh my God, my screen's so big now. Do-do-do-do.
No.
No, that's not the right one. Back.
No. Basically,
All
I
right,
can tell.
guys, keep talking until I figure out what I'm looking for.
All right. While you're talking, I'll go ahead and just read it. So
Okay,
of course,
yeah, you just do that.
Of course,
Since you have it up, because I don't have it up.
Of course, the 95 Shadow Ops base will give you 8,000 points, so that way you don't have to hit multiple 45s or multiple 70s. Phase 1 starts at 10 a.m. March 2nd. Phase 2 will be March 9th. Phase 3 will be March 16th. And Phase 3 ends, actually, on the 21st. You have 72 hours to complete your campaign when you start your timer. However, if you start the timer with less than 72 hours to go in the phase, you will not get the full allocated time when your Shadow Ops when the Shadow Ops ends. So remember, if you start it, finish it. Don't wait. Don't let the timer run out, because you will not be able to do a repeat if you want to. And you will not get the additional Shadow Op. You won't get any points, period, if you hit a repeat. Once your phase ends, that's it. These will all spawn at 10 a.m. They will end at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. They end at 59 seconds Pacific Standard Time. Your Shadow Op points, of course, you attack the bases. The 95 gives you 8,000 points, and an additional 4,000 Op points can be earned for each replay. Now, remember, each replay you have to do an additional 4,000 points. So on the first replay, you have to do an 80 and a 40 and a 70, or you can do the 295s if you want, and so on and so on. It increases 4,000 points each time. The arms prized cash system: complete each phase and earn caches. The phase contains bronze, silver arms cache. Each arms cache contains components for breachers, Dracons, and caretakers. Replay phases grant a chance to win up to 3 components per cache. Now for the caretaker, you will get agile treads and high-speed treads, leadership training, and
Martyrdom
training. All right. For the Dracons, you get the rapid injector, surge projector, explosive training, and focused training. For the breachers, you'll get resistant gear, thermal gear, steady hands, storm training. That's pretty much what you're going to get. So you're going to get caretaker tech, you're going to get Dracon tech, and you're going to get breacher tech. So for those of you that like the breachers, go at it.
There you go. Yeah.
So, because this is a random generated thing that Kix will give you, so you may get agile training the whole damn time, which will suck. But
Yep.
for those of you that got Dracon the last event or this event, this tech is a changer on it. Trust me. Now, as far as the breachers, I don't know, because I'm not upgrading them yet. When my Ravengers get upgraded, then I'll start on the breachers.
Well, mine are almost level 10, so maybe we'll see
I will give
where we're at.
I'm going to give Kix props right off the bat on this last event, though, to be quite honest. We really didn't get any new units other than the hero, so we have a month of upgrade times that we can upgrade crap instead of having to, stop what we're doing right then and there to upgrade the next new unit.
Which is nice, and hopefully these heroes will be available like it in the same way the rest of the heroes are available.
Eventually, I'm pretty sure they will put them in the gear store or maybe be able to buy them for your Blood Thorium.
That's what I'm hoping. Maybe with the new Warpath coming up.
Hell, I still have 6 Blood Thorium tokens.
Also, I hope that with the 95s coming out, that those are going to be the big bad bases, that they're going to scale down some of the other ones.
Yeah, we'll see. It's only speculation.
I still think some of those are a little hard for what they are.
All right. March 7th, Sam, is when the new CC is supposed to be released. Of course, we don't have anything mentioned on our leaderboard, but it's supposed to be.
It's supposed to be in that same update.
It's supposed to be.
But we don't know because they didn't mention it. So
they said it would ship with PvP Season 7.
Exactly. So we will see. No promises on that, with no notice on it. So that being said, speculation. The only thing I can hope is they don't. Honestly, I think Kixeye's getting tired of releasing stuff that is broke out of the gate, and they want to make sure it is perfect before they release it. It's starting to get that way, honestly. That's why the leaderboard has probably been pushed back and pushed back and pushed back.
I don't know.
Isn't that ironic that they stop preview servers and all of a sudden all they do is bring bugs into new release?
Mm-hmm.
Hello, preview.
Well,
yeah, I like the preview servers.
Maybe we're going to get a preview of CC 13. Who knows?
I don't think we will. I think we won't get a preview until a new game feature comes out.
Well,
what's CC 13 then?
We'll get the notes about that when the update comes out.
Yep.
And it'll die.
Yeah.
We're going to get some updates that are needed. We're going to get a workshop update from what I'm gathering.
I really hope so.
From the notes I got, we're going to be able to replicate different tech.
Maybe Gen 1 faction unit tech?
Maybe.
We're hoping. That's what I'm purely speculating on this. Is because we have all the new units. Now they're putting out the Gen 1 bases for us to get tech and the units for the lower levels. Replication, I'm hoping with the new CC upgrade, we're going to be able to replicate Gen 1 units.
I was hoping, and I put in a note to Wrong Thinker about this, is if you own one of anything, it doesn't matter if it's a unit, a spec op, whatever. If you own one, you should be able to replicate it.
Yeah, the only thing I'm worried about is the times to upgrade some of this stuff, as we all know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could be a problem.
What was it? 3 days, I think, for charge ordnance?
No, it was 7. I thought it was 5 or 7.
Somewhere around there. Anyway, but
I thought it was 5. But still, I mean, the time don't bother me. It's like if I own it, I should be able to replicate it.
Absolutely.
Period.
That's the whole purpose of that.
Yes.
Assuming that those are the things that we're going to be able to replicate, whether it be units or tech, I think that in the case of the tech, it should be no more than 6 to 8 hours to replicate, and if it was a unit, maybe no more than a day.
Well,
we're going to have to be able to, you need to replicate a lot of things, and it can't be a really high number, or I just don't think it'll work.
It's pure speculation at this point. So
yeah, we have no idea. Now, Erwin was kind enough to go out and sacrifice his Polly for us. Thank you. And full dead, she's 53 minutes and 37 seconds to heal.
That's not too bad.
That's not horrible. That's not horrible. I can live with that.
That's acceptable. That's on par with Adra.
Yep.
And most of the other hero units being roughly an hour.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so that's not bad. Thank you for that, Erwin. And he would also like to see gold SF tech replication. And who wouldn't? That would be sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know, but maybe.
I just need to get some of that gold tech still.
Dune just told us it's 5 days, 84 million for charge ordnance.
Ouch.
Ridiculous.
That no,
Is it really even useful at this point? Because I mean, before, I mean, everybody wanted, you know, it was like put it on your howlers, but is it really even
yes, it is
viable?
It's still
in
viable.
Units.
Yes,
It
it's
is.
still viable because you got the kick
We got a
size
whole bunch of them back.
you got billy goats and whatnot are shockable. There are still units that are shockable.
Yeah, well, that's true. I guess so.
And it's honestly okay if it's that high because you don't need that many of them. So, and it's a very vital tech. So
I like using it against the warhorse.
Yes.
based on its importance and the lack of number, of course, it's obviously going to be a really high replication. In my
Well, I'm actually very interested because a lot of the speculation I saw in our world chat today was how much is the CC upgrade going to cost? And somebody said 400 million. Well, it can't be 400 million in resources because max res at this point, you can only hold 350 million. I mean, I have one expansion and I can only hold 385.
Right. No expansion is 350 million max.
In my mind, they're just going to scale the rest of the CCs down, and this one's going to be 350 million with maybe a Thor cost, maybe not.
Well,
I can see that.
I'm curious of more how long is it going to be in days?
right.
I don't care about what it costs me in res unless it's like 100 million Thor. That'll piss me off. But
That's where I'm scared is the Thor cost. Because, you know, I've only can hold like, I think it's 72 million, 73 million.
Yeah.
And it's going to be more than that. I can bet you money.
Nah,
I
350.
You know what? I wouldn't think they would make it more than 75 million only because the highest unit we have to build is 75. So maybe they'll try, hopefully they'll keep it on par with that, you know, because Polly was 75 million Thor to build.
It was Ardra.
I doubt it's Thor. I think they're going to ship it the same way they shipped 12 and the same way they shipped 11.
Yep.
12 days, 350 mil.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking as well.
I want them seeing bring back the instant Thor upgrades, honestly.
I would love that. You know what? I would spend 100 million Thor to do that CC if it was 5-second upgrade.
Yeah.
Wouldn't hurt my feelings a bit.
The only problem is for the people that don't have the capacity to do that.
True.
I'd also like to see, because I had brought it up on another show with Wrong Thinker, when we scrap these Thor units,
we should get Thor.
We should get some Thor back.
Agreed. Which is why I put my Thor units in my armory and not scrap them. I hate losing all that.
I've got 100 regulators sitting in my armory right now. You know, that's what is it, 6 million a pop.
Yeah.
If we get 1 million back, I'd be happy with it. You know,
I'd be happy with that too. I'd be happier if they give us 50% of it back, but they're not going to do that. But if they even, 25% of it would be, per unit would be wonderful.
I'd be even happy with 10%. Just getting like maybe, set for all, instead of getting, 600 million in the thing of 100 liberators, maybe getting, a couple million.
Yeah. I think that's what it is right now is you get back 10% of the build cost.
Which I'm fine with.
Yeah, I would be fine with that too. I mean, there are people out there that don't use these units yet anymore. They need the space.
Right.
They're holding on to it because it's like, this took me however much thorium to build it. So.
Mm-hmm. And Jason, as far as adding levels to the storage buildings, they might.
I hope they don't.
But if they even if they do, they won't do it until after your CC's upgraded.
I really hope they.
I really hope they don't either. I'm sick of. I mean, my Thor vaults are not even fully maxed. Everything else I have is maxed, but not my Thor vaults. And I was like, I don't have time. I've got other stuff more important to upgrade it right now.
They should scale the storage. They really. I don't think that they should add more levels.
Yes, they did, Jason, for CC11, but they did not for CC12.
Nope. And if you think we're getting more walls, chances are no.
I don't want any more walls. I hate the walls I have.
Watch us get another upgrade to walls.
David, bite your tongue.
They posted there was trouble with the trophy. What was the problem with the trophy?
Some people couldn't. They had it unlocked, but they couldn't place it. I think they fixed it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it was just a brief little glitch.
Yeah, there will probably be a wall upgrade.
And I'm smacking you too if that happens. I swear, I will come and smack. But David, I know where your base is. I'll smack yours first.
Hey, I'll PM you my cords. Enjoy.
And Slim, I think I know what sector you're in, so I'll come down.
Ask Rambo how hard it is to catch my base.
I'm on my way. I'll catch you, Slim.
Now, here we go. This one is for everybody that's out there. The Herald upgrade. Some people are getting, get your first level, get your Herald, and it's a level 10. I'm looking at one that's 39 gold. There are other people that are getting upgrade yours to level 35 for.
I have a level 25 from 21 to 25 for 99 gold.
For 99 gold. Mine, I'm level 34 on my Omega Herald. And for one level is 99 gold. That ain't worth it to me.
Nope, it should have been scaled down.
Yeah, it should have been way scaled down to like 39 gold for that one level, And then, or give me a package like, I hate to say it, like you got, Rambo, 36 to 40 for 99 gold. Yep. That's 4 levels. That's worth it.
Now see, I got 3 levels on mine. They were gonna do mine's 32. They were gonna let me go to 35 for 99.
You know how they did it. If you had it, the way they did it is if you had it below, if you had it from 21 to 25, you get, or 21 to 24, you get the to 25 one. If you had it above 25, you get it to 30. They did it in series of 5, so they didn't have to mess with it much.
Yeah, for the people that had it one level below, it's not worth it, Kickstarter. We're not going to spend that 99 gold just for one level. No. I'd spend 99 gold for 3, maybe 4 levels.
If they were smart, they should have put like a scaled unit across the board. So if you wanted to go 1 level, it was like, let's say 29, 2 levels, 49, 3 levels, 79, and maybe 4 levels, 99. If they did that where the user had the ability to do that a couple times or once or twice, or depending on no matter what, they wouldn't even have to do any programming. They would just be able to let it fly at that rate, and they would probably sell 10 times the amount than they would have if just that one blurb.
Or just do like they've done in the past where you have an offer that you can buy, 4 times that is upgrade your Herald 1 level for 29 gold. Or whatever the number.
If you had that whole scale there, I mean, people do it their own rate. Maybe you don't have 99. Maybe you just want it at 1 level. Maybe you're at 39, you want to go to 40, and you only want to pay the 29, let's say. No one's going to buy it for 99.
Yeah.
But they would have bought it at 29.
Or they would have bought it at 39. I mean, that's fair. 39 gold, half the cost, whatever, and be done with it.
They definitely could have sold a lot more, especially if they put a couple of limits on
it. In my case, I've got some time coming up where I'm not going to be in game, so I'm not going to spend the money because I'm going to use that time I'm away to do these 10-day upgrades.
Mm-hmm. Me too. I leave Sunday, so yep.
Yeah, so I'm just going to stick mine on the 10-day upgrade before I go on vacation, and by the time I come back, it'll be just about done.
Must be nice to have a life.
I have a great life.
It is Slim. You'll get one eventually.
14 days from today, and I will be in Florida.
I'll be in the water.
I'll be in a bar. No, well.
Cruising.
You'll be on the back of a bike. What are you talking about?
All right, let's take it back to War Commander.
What's that?
Okay, so I think we've covered
pretty much
all of the update notes. I don't know what that is. Anybody out there in YouTube, any questions about anything, comments, concerns?
Moans, groans, complaints?
I'll tell you one thing I wish they've done. I've complained about it for years and years and years. How many times have we gotten to the point, I think they buffered a little bit, but how many times we get done with the event and you have leftover XP that you can't spend? It's just not enough to buy anything, or maybe you have enough to buy something, but it's not something you need. It's a shame that they never had like a rollover feature, or maybe some way where you can transfer that into something else instead of it just sitting and wasting. Because
Yeah.
back in
I don't know.
older
When I was
events, before they did this sharing thing where you can buy the rest with gold and all that, way before that, where I got stuff with 100,000 or more that you were sitting there in your bank that you couldn't do anything with, and I just don't understand why they haven't ever implemented anything to take care of that.
Wasn't there a 50% thing where if you had 50% of a unit, you could go ahead and buy it with some gold or whatever?
That's the thing that they did in this past year.
That's still there, but yeah.
Right.
That kind of sucks. I agree, but still, I mean,
it's expensive. You see how much gold you have to put into
yeah, I do.
pay the other part? That's ridiculous.
I still think, and I was thinking this. I was talking about this when I was spending my XP. I think there should be some kind of way to convert event XP into some kind of in-game currency, whether it be resources, thorium,
something. Convert it into anything.
Gold, or not gold. Blood thorium.
Nice.
And
they did incorporate adding chemical, silicone, and cores.
They did do that, but and XP, game XP, they gave you too, which you could speed up your little clock inside there.
Yeah, but put like 20 million or whatever the number is. 20 million event XP is one blood thor, and you could buy that in the event, or something along those lines, where you could convert your event XP into an in-game currency you could use.
Well, that would be nice, especially when you get to this level where you might get just the new stuff that comes out, and then you have all this XP that you don't have any use for. You can't use it on anything else. You end up buying stuff you don't need. It'd be nice to be able to put that into whatever, buy Thor, buy maybe gold, which I don't know they will never put into place, but something else that you could use in the game, which would be nice. Maybe a token, maybe a generic survivor token or a sentinel token or something. If you had this many,
hang on. This is pure speculation now. All right, because we're going from Gen 2 to Gen 3 units now. The Gen 1 units, they're putting out the basis to get tokens for Tech 4. Maybe they're gonna put the tokens for Gen 1 units in the event store or in the gear store now.
Oh, maybe.
Your speculation, but I wouldn't put it past Kixeye on doing that.
True.
So, because the Gen 1 units are being quote unquote phased out. Gen 2 are coming out. Now we're going to start getting the tokens for the Gen 2 because Gen 3 units are going to be coming out.
Yeah.
I doubt that Gen 1 will ever be phased out. I think they're just putting it, they're making the Gen 1 stuff more accessible, because Gen 1 units are almost as powerful as a lot of the Gen 2 units maxed. So I think they're just giving us the ability, some of the people who didn't get 30 tokens in the event and grind out the rest of it in Invasion and then have their stuff maxed the week after the event. They're giving us the ability availability to get them.
Oh, I long for the days of Hailstorms and Hellfires. You could rock the world with those two.
Well, the thing is they're also gearing towards the lower players that, may have just got the Phalanx this event, or got a technical this event. So with that being said, yeah, I mean, they're making it available now.
Which was super reasonable with the prices this month and a lot of the faction stuff.
Pricing wise, I will say this event was kind of spot on, except for one thing: the hero units. 1.5 million for this unit, for the 3 hero units. Poly, okay. Max, not so much. Burnside, not so much. But 1.5 was a little high.
The problem I got with that is you had to go through the event more than once to get a hero, and that's wrong. And that's wrong.
Well, you're in a sense, yes.
It's very wrong.
And in a way, no. I mean, you're getting all these units, and a lot of people are complaining about XP, but you're getting all these units for free, basically. All right? You think about it that way. You're getting, okay, you complete this one mission,
yes and no, because if you're one of those that can't go all the way through, then then you have to grind even more XP than what you normally would for an 800,000
Well,
XP.
How many restarts
hero.
would you
let
have?
me preface the statement I'm about to make with the fact that I did not get a single one of the heroes.
I got one.
I think that there should be a threshold for players to get some of the higher tier stuff. These are the newest heroes that are just coming out. It should be hard to get them. They should not be easy for everyone to grind out and get the XP for. They should be challenging to get. They should be hard to get. And I think that where they were as far as XP was fine because it was relatively hard to get that much XP.
Yep.
Just doing it, it took like 3 or 4 run-throughs just to get that much XP, just going up to 60 or 80 or 90 or whatever, the third faction wave.
Yeah,
just doing that, it wasn't easy.
Yeah, but for the people that were able to go through, you think about it, you got a free hero token. By the time you were done, if you went through, did all 3 of them, you had over 3 million XP to spend on whatever you wanted.
Yeah, but still, I still think that for those that could not go through, I think they were overpriced, and
I think the hero units were overpriced. $1 million, okay, $1.2 million, $1.25 million. That's reasonable. I would accept that. But 1.5 million. At least if you can complete it one time without getting up to doing the last faction base or whatever, you should be able to get all 3. But
the thing is you couldn't, as Deidre said, you could not go through it all the way. If they didn't give you the free tokens with the XP the way it was, if you went through once, you would not get a hero.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it should have been about 800K.
Agreed. And that's what heroes have always been at 800K.
And that is still tough in that last event. I mean, 800K was rough.
Mm-hmm.
But
and one other, I'm going to gripe on this one, and I think everybody's going to agree with me on this, even in YouTube. The trophy. If you complete a trek, give it to us. Don't make us buy it for 800K. Don't make us even, I'm going to say even half. Just because we made it through. You said you're making the trophies mean something again.
That's what it was. It was always a congratulations that you completed the whole track.
You're not making us buy it. You said we make it. You make it through the faction track. One faction track. You unlock the trophy. Give it to us.
There you go. Okay, you unlock it, and then you got to go get the XP to buy it. That's fracked. Pardon my language.
That's some messed up crap right there. That they need to change. If you're going to make us unlock it, then give it to us. Don't make us go grind another 800,000 XP for the stupid trophy.
I don't think so. I think that you should have to go the extra mile if you want to get the trophy. You should have to go all the way through the event. You should have to get enough XP to get it. I see that as reasonable personally because.
Yes, I disagree. I just think if you're going to make us go unlock it, then just give it to us. And if I remember right, years ago there was, I don't remember what it was, but there was something, and this is probably way before everybody else's time because I've been playing this game for freaking ever. But we went all the way through. We unlocked something. We got it. It wasn't go earn more XP to buy it. And I don't remember what the unit was.
Well, there was also. Back in the day when before making all these changes, the event was you get up to mission or wave 100, you got a trophy.
Yep.
If those event styles are gone. The tier event, the A, B, and C tiers are gone. We know this.
Yeah.
Thank God.
They're not. Although for the lowers, it was great.
Yeah, that tier C. Because when I first come back to the game, all I could do was that tier C, and I was so thankful for that tier C.
Maybe I just wasn't as grateful, but I hated grinding tier C.
Now, if they did bring back the tiers, you're not going to be able to unlock the trophy unless you do the highest tier, you know?
Right. Exactly.
I mean,
And
I'm liking the fact that they have reduced the number of waves we have to do or missions. I'm liking the fact that, and the tiers, like I said, were great for the lower levels, for your introductory players.
Sure,
Some of them couldn't do, you know, tier B, and I've seen some people that are like 36s. I've seen even 43s begging for a simple, you know, what was that base? The 45, I think is what it was, where you had to kill all the units in it.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. Asking for that. And I'm like going, really? You're a level? And I'm thinking to myself, you're level 43. You should have the units to do that.
I think that's just got more to do with the people leaving the game and coming back.
Yeah, that's
and then B, just the culture of the game.
Yeah, so
a lot of that has been ingrained in the high damage units that we've come out with and made bases so easy that a lot of people are just like, well,
that's the other reason probably why the tiers will never come back, because you've got a level, say, 32 with a juggernaut, you know, whether it be a standard or elite at that point is irrelevant. They would breeze through tier C with no problem.
I'm glad they reduced the defense waves, even though there's 4 of them.
Dude, the defense waves were perfect.
Yep. By the way, Kixeye, get rid of the damn cave bases.
Oh, and get rid of the
disagree.
damn pop-ups. And when I go in base and tell me I've unlocked this, and this, you know what? If it's something I just brand new unlocked, great. The rest of the time, don't give me those pop-ups. I actually sat in my base for 5 minutes the other day, yesterday, I think it was. Hitting
through them all.
I'm going out and I'm hitting bases and I'm not coming back in. And then when I finally go back in my base to defend, 5 minutes later, I finally clicked all the little boxes.
Yeah.
Oh.
The other thing is, if we can get a button to disable the damn storyline. You know, some of us are chatting and we're in a base and we're trying to do the base and help others with other bases or chatting with our clan mates and whatnot. And that window pops up. We can't click on our chat window.
Hey, don't you know that the next event's going to have an epic storyline? Are you excited?
And you know what? As soon as you hit attack, that goes away, you know.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. You gotta catch up. You gotta catch
Mine
up on the storyline so that you can be ready for the epic story that's launching.
And sometimes you want to read those stories because they give you little hints on what to do in the bases.
Yeah,
they're not totally useless.
No. But I mean, it's not about. I mean, yes, put it one cave base, one. That's all you need, one.
Now, see, I don't have a problem with cave bases. They just need to make sure to watch the difficulty, most importantly, on the cave bases, because cave bases are one of the few bases that we have out that present an interesting strategy to the game. You have to use the right units in the right way in the right bases. It's like the air-only bases. You can't just throw your entire air plat in all of them and do the whole base.
I do. Oh, sorry.
That's because they've made them easy in the lower. If they put out a hard air base, but the bases like that are good because it presents a strategy. It's like faction waves. As much as a lot of us hate the faction waves, they make you think. And while it's important that Kixeye should watch the difficulty of them, I don't think that they should take them away completely.
My problem with the faction bases is most of the air that we have against the bases suck.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, plain and simple.
Yeah, we don't have any real good faction. I mean, we have Valiants, we have Bonesaws, but
Bonesaws.
Actually, I used my Bonesaws a few times in this event, and I actually did find I like them, and I used my Valiants this event, and I've only had 3 built, and I actually like those.
Valiants are okay, but I cannot use or control the Bonesaws. They just
every single faction's air has a very specific place in War Commander, and you have to use it in that way or it just won't work. It is true, though, that we lack a lot of versatility between the different factions as far as air is concerned. We have, in most of the factions, as far as ground goes, there's a good versatility of the different units doing different things. But with air, we have one bone saw.
Yeah, we're still lacking in the versatility in the air in a big way, at least in my opinion.
In Corpus, you have the Furies, which are a one-hit wonder, and the Apollos, which are hit or miss in a lot of ways. And then you have the Valiants, which can take a lot, and they can do a lot, but they're really slow, and they don't quite have the range that the others have.
Right.
So I think that we just need some more, with Gen 3 coming out, we need some more versatile air units across the factions.
Yeah. Yep, I agree.
I will say this, though, the flag and opening up the bases got better this event. So, I mean, it wasn't waiting,
At the beginning.
a minute to load one of the bases. And then you're down to, and then another half a minute to start deploying your tunes and whatnot. That got better this event. I will say that.
On the first day, we had
the first day and a half, it was horrible. And actually, yesterday wasn't too great either as far as that goes.
Well, the first day, everybody's got to do the event. Everybody's got to do the event, So the servers are going to be overtaxed a little bit. And the last day, because as people slowly stop doing the events, they're going to down the servers just a little bit and whatnot. Then the last day, everybody gets back on. Okay, so with that being said, Kickside, put as many servers as you can the first day of the event.
They need more servers anyway because there's people, on the other side of the world that suffer serious lag, and a lot of it and disconnects, and then a lot of it is because they're trying to ping off a server that's in the U.S. and they're in England. BS. They need to fix that.
Eventually, they did say they are working on that, so.
Yeah, well, if it's like our leaderboard, then
well.
Anyway.
Hey,
it's all about the money.
Leaderboard should be coming Monday.
Yep.
I'm not holding my breath.
So
that's all I got to say.
We do need to wrap this up. So if anybody's got any questions out in YouTube, any more? I'm watching.
No, I guess not.
No. All right, we're going to give out some shout outs. Deezer, you with us still?
He's still here.
He's still here. He may be getting a drink or powdering his nose. So we'll go to Rambo.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to the panel and all our YouTubers. Thank you guys for showing up and making our show an excellent show. At least I think so. We get a lot of good information out there. So stick by and watch for future ones.
That's good. All right. Slim Shady.
Okay. To answer Trippy's question real quick in chat, in my opinion, until they update the rest of the turrets, Avalanche is the best option we got. Shout out to Rav for giving me a home. Shout out to Anton. He's been doing a great job as leader. Shout out to Unshackled and the panel and the people who come out to support us. And fuck off. Thanks for watching.
Wow. All right. Deezer, you back yet? Guess not. Well, Lady Warrior.
Well, shout out to the panel. Shout out to everybody out there in YouTube land. Shout out to Kicksai on CC13. I like it. Not really. I'm just kidding. Anyway, shout out to 16. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you letting me hang out there for the event. And I guess I'll see you guys all next week.
Deezer. Earth to Deezer. Yep. I guess I will go ahead and give out a shout out for Deezer. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
He's showing muted. I wonder if he muted himself.
I don't know. Deezer, come on. You muted yourself, maybe?
No. Yeah, he muted himself. Yeah, he muted him. So, Deezer, if you can hear us, you muted yourself.
Uh-oh.
What is it? Oh God, I can't remember what he usually says. He says the same thing every night.
He gives a shout out to his clan, Hell's Knights, and to the panel, and to everybody out in YouTube.
Yep.
And let's see. I think that's it. I don't remember what sector he's in, so I don't want to say that. I think I know, but I'm not 100% sure. So there we go.
And his final words, thanks, bye.
Yep.
All right. With that being said, I want to thank everybody on the panel tonight for coming out. Lady Warrior, for you helping out with getting this thing started and getting it ready. I think we're going to be just flip-flopping around between you and me.
That's fine. I can do this. I'm not scared anymore. I was scared 2 weeks ago when I did it.
So, I want to thank everybody out in YouTube land for showing up, all the people that will be watching this show later. Everybody just remember that we have the donut for Lonnie. Fuck you. And hold on, Doc. You're coming.
Love you, Doc.
Your shout out, Doc, will be coming in a minute. So wow. Just remember we got Lonnie. He's got some medical bills that everybody's trying to help out with. His email address for his PayPal link is down below in the description. And remember, we're going to have a little something special when PvP season starts again. I'm just giving you a little preview to it. I'm not going to tell you what it is or what it's going to be, but I think you'll all like it. My shout-outs are pretty much done. I want to thank you all for showing up. Doc, you can kiss my hairy white butt.
David, don't talk to my son that way. Just don't.
Hey.
He's my son.
Well, he is the immortal one.
Yes, he is.
And
we love him.
And he just got up for this. So, Doc, you can watch it later if you want and still kiss my butt. And a big fuck you.
Oh, God.
So, with that being said, you all have a good night. Play the game. Play it well. Be nice. Be respectful. It is just a game after all. So, you all have a good night. Goodbye.